All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to Daily Update, my 1000 Day Challenge. This is day 219. So let's get things started. All right, so first and foremost, the balance you will see remains the same as of yesterday. So no change both in terms of my experimental and main trading account setup. So otherwise, in terms of the market structure for today update itself, what you do notice is that on the weekly chart, Bitcoin, even though last week had somewhat like a bearish engulfing candlestick, we actually didn't follow up with break below the low of last week, which is actually at 43,000. So as long as price didn't break above that, you shouldn't generally be bearish because overall the momentum still remains bullish. But over here, we got exhaustion candlestick, and then we got somewhat like a bearish candlestick itself, but we didn't break below it, so momentum didn't take flight. And there was somewhat indecision, and then we continue towards the upside. So could that somewhat of a pattern be forming? Same pattern forming over here? Yes. But do bear in mind that volume overall is on a decreasing trend. So potentially we are seeing a reduce in terms of strength, but overall the strength of the push upwards is still higher or getting increasingly because you can see on the MACD on the increased momentum wise. So momentum remains there, but volume is decreasing. So those that if we do have a sell-off or somewhat some people taking profit, the volume itself may be resulting in a much larger, steeper drop in that sense. All right, so the weekly chart wise, potentially we could still close it somewhat like I would say indecision or middle kind of candlestick with no major strong sign, be it upside or downside. And potentially we could continue to trend and consolidate over here for like I say a couple of weeks, allowing this 20 exponential average to catch up, which in a sense would be great in terms of pushing towards the upside, or strongly towards the upside or towards the downside itself. And on the daily chart, like what I mentioned yesterday, the 20 exponential average on the daily chart has been relatively extremely supportive. It's been supportive for 1 day, two. After breaking above, it supported 1, 2, 3, 4, and yesterday was the fifth consecutive day that we closed right above the 20 exponential moving average. So I'm leaning towards the bullish side of things, which is why on the 4-hour chart, I'm very likely to enter a long setup in the next maybe 1.5 hours later if price closes above this 150 simple moving average on the 4-hour chart as mentioned yesterday. So it's more or less the same. It's just like cut off a little bit instead of a clean break. Yeah, it's just a short form. But otherwise, stop loss will remain at this. So I moved this a little bit upwards instead of yesterday. 200 simple moving average was here. Now I move it a little bit to here because we have a higher swing low in that perspective. And I do take into consideration the week. So yesterday I was putting the swing low below here as well. So overall, if we do hit over somewhere over here, this will be the potential setup that I'm looking to enter. So yep, let's see how price goes, but we got 1.5 hours to that. And yep, that's basically about it. Even though here is a bearish market structure, technically we do close above this high, then we will form a high, a higher high, a low, but a lower low. So technically over here we still get a neutral market structure. But the key thing is that I wanted to break above this high. And yeah, and that will still be convincing in terms of price action while leaning towards a more bullish momentum setup in my opinion. So yep, otherwise that's more or less about it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.